Hello and welcome back to my channel, or welcome to my channel in the first place. Today we have a Bakugou X listener. It's Katsuki Sunday by Buntaro on AO3. The link will be in the description, go check them out, and let's go ahead and get into it. Strangely enough, Sundays were the busiest day of the week for you. It was a day of chores that you'd never be able to do during the week. You'd clean the flat from floor to ceiling, put every bit of fabric you could see into the wash, water all the plants, and prepare meals for the upcoming week. You were very busy on Sundays. Katsuki, however, was not busy on Sundays. He'd spent the whole week, including Saturday, working himself to exhaustion, so Sunday was the only chance he got to move as little as possible. He wanted to stay in bed all day on Sunday, wake up next to you and just stare while you slept, get up slowly for breakfast, and return to bed as quickly as possible. Unfortunately, his version of Sunday didn't tend to happen, which was fine for him. He understood you were busy, and even though it annoyed him thoroughly, he respected it. But it created his least favorite version of himself, clingy Katsuki. You would flit around the flat, cleaning with Katsuki attached to you. He'd hold onto the back of your shirt or wrap his arms around your waist so tight you'd have to drag him around. Occasionally, he'd attempt to weigh you down, pulling you towards the sofa or the bed until you both flopped onto it. It would make you laugh every time. That was part of the reason why he did it. And you'd wiggle around trying to stand up again, like a turtle that had fallen onto its back. He'd let you back up eventually, after he'd had a moment to hold you fully, and continue following you. Sunday was the day he went without his hearing aids. You never spoke much when you were cleaning, so he didn't need to wear them. He also hates the sound of the Hoover, but he doesn't like to talk about that. He'd hold your phone as you worked, feeling the bass of the music on your cleaning playlist. The slight vibrations from the speakers helped him calm down from a stressful week. Sunday was also the day when his voice was scratchy and his throat hurt. He had spent all week yelling and screaming at villains and anyone else who annoyed him. When he got to the apartment on Saturday night, he'd barely managed to say "I'm home," and when he finally got the words out, they were grinding and made him cough. You popped a cough sweet into his mouth and ushered him to bed. He knelt behind you as you scrubbed the bathtub, his arms wrapped around you and his head leaning on your shoulder. He knew you were trying to be gentle, not jostle him as much, but the task called for his head to bounce on your shoulder. It was okay though. You cleaned the bath every week, so it didn't take too long. He could handle a little bouncing. You tapped his arm when you needed to stand up again, both of you getting up in practice unison, and he started focusing for the next job. He always paid attention when you refilled your pills. He watched as you put a pill in every section for every day of the week, taking note if you were running out. It was a methodical part of your routine, one he kept a close eye on. Your health was important to him, and he knew that sometimes you'd forget to take your pills, so he kept a close eye on this process. You always finished your chores at 3 in the afternoon on the dot, standing in the living room with your hands on your hips as you did a big sigh to show you'd finished. The bed sheets were changed, your clothes and Katsuki's hero costume were all clean, food plans were made, and the plants had a drink. You were done. And now it was time for Katsuki Sunday. He'd take your hand and tug you towards the sofa, lying on his back and pulling you to lie on top of him. He held you so tightly, so gently, pressing a kiss on the top of your head and breathing you in. His large hands would stroke your back and occasionally give the back of your thigh a little squeeze. You were pulled into his warmth and not let go until the sun went down, and that was perfectly fine with you. The two of you would lie together, your cleaning playlist would finish, and it would be warm. The end of Sunday was quiet, soft, and clean. You would wait for the day to end with him, and prepare for Monday to start with him. He was calm, breathing in bliss. Alright, so that's the end of this one. I hope you enjoyed. I hope you have a great rest of your day, night, whatever, and I hope to see you in the next one. Goodbye!